Hello, my high performers. All right, well, I'm back. So today is my second post of the week. So if you didn't catch it on Saturday, there was actually an intro. My topic for the high performance habits, I have topic 3, and it is raise necessity. So on Saturday, I kind of broke it down, what you could expect for the week, and gave you a little intro about internal forces and external forces. And today, I'm going to be talking about our first point within Raise Necessity. And that is know who needs your A game. Know who needs your A game. It's so important that we know who needs us at our highest level. So I'm going to open with a quote, which I also posted in the intro. The intro of this particular post. Not only must we be good, but we must be also good for something. And that's by one of my favorite writers, transcendentalist Henry David Thoreau. He's all light and love, so that's why I love him. But yeah, so when we think about, okay, who needs me at my A game today? It takes us out of self and it puts us into others. And if you are a high performer, then you are not just concerned with yourself, you are also concerned with those people that you are serving. High performers serve at a high level. So I want you to really dig into that truth. So, if you want to be a high performer, you have to dig into the energy of service. You must serve the people who you are helping with your whole heart, like the whole thing, all of it, okay? So I'm going to talk to you about a few things today. First of all, I want to talk about triggers. So in this training, we learned a lot about something called triggers, and I know that Gina talked about it I think she talked about it with the doorway. Today I'm going to tell you about a butt trigger. Yeah, your booty, your butt. So this is a good way for you to dig into that energy of who needs me at my A game, all right? And it's something we do every day. We sit our butt down in the chair. So some of us may have a special space we work at, a desk. Some of us may, if you're a mom, a full-time working mom, maybe your service work that you're doing is at the end of your day when your butt is in your bed and you're sitting in your bed and you're on your phone and you're catching up with your groups and sending your invites. Or maybe, it's sprinkled throughout your day. Wherever your business time is, wherever your butt is sitting, that needs to be your trigger. Oh, hey, Gina. Hey, girl, hey. I'm carrying the torch. So your butt trigger, what I want you to do is get into the habit of having a butt trigger. And what that is you're going to ask and answer the question, who needs me at my highest self right now? And Brendan even takes it a step closer. Who needs me the most to be at my highest self right now? And that allows you to prioritize. So every single time your butt hits the chair or the bed or wherever you're doing your work, I want you to ask yourself, not just ask it, but also answer it, and then get started into your tasks of whatever you're working on. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to talk to you about today. The second thing is the idea of the A game. Maybe you're like, well, I don't even really know what the A game is. Like, am I at my A game? I don't even know what that is. So there's 3 things I want you to think about. It's your best effort, it's your full focus, and it's your singular task at hand. So a lot of times we can get so distracted, like trying to balance and juggle all of these things. It's the singular focus, all right? So keep that in mind. The next thing I want to talk to you guys today about is, you get to your A game through the gates of identity and immersion. If you want to be a high performer, if you want to raise the necessity, you really have to attach your identity to what you're trying to do. So if what you're trying to do is become a 15-star diamond in the Millionaires Club, you need to attach yourself, your identity, to that. You need to really immerse yourself in that. It becomes a part of who you are. And that's going to carry you through on the days when it gets hard and you have obstacles and you're getting a lot of no's. Because if it's tied to who you are as a person, you're not going to stop. And that is a good example of, the difference between, different kinds of people. So Brendan talks about in this chapter, there are different kinds of people. And I'm going to go through really quickly. We've got dabblers, novices, amateurs, players, and high performers. So there's kind of 5 categories of people. The high performers are those people who are attached. They're immersed. It is part of their identity. So I'm just going to read you a couple of things, and you can read all this in the book, so I'm not going to read it to you, but I'm going to give you some characteristics, and I want you to honestly identify, who are you? Are you the dabbler, the novice, the amateur, the player, or the high performer? So if you're a novice, you have interest. It's kind of like the lowest on the, if high performer is the top, novice is the lowest. Novice, you have interest. Sorry, let me start. Dabbler. Dabbler's at the bottom, high performers at the top. So if you're a dabbler, you have a passing interest in the game of life. You look at things, you try things, but you never really invest 100%. That's the dabbler. Novice is a little more than the dabbler. Novice has interest, a little more interest. They jump in deeper than dabblers, but they quit when the obstacles arise. So is that you? Do you quit? When it gets hard, do you quit? A step above that would be the amateur. The amateur is more than interest. So they're more than interested. They actually have passion. So do you have passion? You jump in deep. You truly engage. You want to get better. You get through more obstacles than the novice, but you need a lot of external validation and recognition in order to keep going. So basically, if you, sorry, those are my kids. If you're the amateur, when the going gets tough, usually you quit. That's the amateur. Step above that would be the player. The player, you have passion, you have a greater commitment and skill than the previous three. You have great focus, you can master one area of the game, but to you, it's only a game to be won. You know, so if you're chasing that carrot, if you're chasing that rank, but it doesn't mean anything to you, you would be a player. Players get angry if the rules change. So you know how like the algorithm has changed with Facebook. And I mean, I have to like vulnerability. I got pissed. I got mad. That would mean I'm a player. I don't want to be a player. I want to be a high performer. So a player would just get angry about it, but not really learn the new system or learn a new, you know, maybe jump to Instagram or, you know, whatever's next. Players get bitter if their teammates make more money than they do. They don't see it as like the whole team. You know, the whole team working together to create synergy and change the world. I mean, that's what our mission is on Team Perseverance, change people's lives, just like the mission of Team Beachbody, right? And so, yeah, that would be a player. It's just a game to be won. There's no really like body, mind, spirit connection. There's no, you might have a little bit of your identity in it, but it's not connected to that higher purpose. And then at the top, and that's where we want to be, is the high performer. And the high performer, you're all in the game. You play at a high level no matter if there's a reward, no matter if there's a recognition, because to you, putting in that time, putting in that energy is more than just an external reward or recognition, because it's part of who you are. It's just who I am. This is who I am. I am invested in this. This is who I am. My mission is to change lives. So if I don't get that shiny carrot, or, you know, if I'm not chasing that dangly carrot, if I don't actually get the carrot, it doesn't matter, because I know I've done my best and I know I made an impact. So your identity is tied to the game and the team and the people you serve. So all of that together. You don't mind sharing the spotlight. You definitely stand out. And in your presence, other people become better just because you're being yourself. That is a high performer. And that's what we're all striving towards. So take some time when you're reading the book and really give yourself an honest assessment. Which one do you identify with? And it's okay if you're not the high performer. Nobody starts out that way. Maybe you're the dabbler. Maybe that's where you're starting. But taking that honest look, high performers will take that honest look at themselves and they'll say, okay, like this isn't working, what needs to change? And then they act. They actually do something about it. So, you know, no judgment, don't judge yourself as you are identifying with these. And it's okay. Not everybody is going to be in that upper echelon. Maybe you're going to start at the bottom and you're going to take those little baby steps, and that is totally fine. Everyone has their own journey, right? So, okay. So I just have two more things I want to leave you with. The first one is, in the book, there is a list of questions. There's 10 questions. So I want you to go and find those. It's on pages 155 and 156. And the 10 questions, I want you to write them out, and I want you to put them somewhere that you are going to see them wherever is your workspace. So if you're a person who you're like, I don't really have a workspace, put them somewhere that you know every single time where they're going to be. So that way you can take them out and look at them before you start your daily tasks. So make sure you get in and get to those. But basically they talk about having the goals. They're clear, they're challenging, yet attainable. You're connected. It's rewarding, intrinsically rewarding. You get lost in time. You have a sense of personal control. And there's 10 of them. So make sure you write each one down. And I think there's something to be said of physically like taking your pen and paper and actually writing it down and post that, okay? And then the last thing I have for you today is your performance prompt. So I am going to create a Google Doc and I will post the link in the comments below. So there are 7 questions. You need to answer all 7 questions. That is for you. It's not for anybody else. This is not one more thing for you to do. This is something to help you work on self. So you're going to answer all 7 of those questions, and then you're going to choose one, and you're going to post that in the comments below. Okay? So, trying to make this quick so I don't take a lot of your time, but I want to be meaningful. So just to kind of recap, what did we do today? We are talking about raise necessity. This is practice 1. There are 3, so you'll get another one on Wednesday and another one on Thursday. Practice 1, know who needs your A game. So first is butt trigger. Do you remember what that is? Who needs me at my A game the most right now? And then answer that question every time your butt hits the chair. Number 2 is your flow questions. Write those out and post them in your workspace. And number 3, print out the Google Doc in the link below that's going to have those 7 performance prompts. You're going to answer them all for yourself and share one in the comments below. Okay, so let's raise that necessity. Got to raise it, y'all, if you want to be a high performer. So I'm going to leave you with the quote that I opened with. Not only must we be good, but we must also be good for something. So go out there, shine that light, make your difference, and serve at a high level, and then you will be a high performer. All right, so I'm excited to see your feedback in the comments below, and just give me a little bit to create that Google Doc and I will post it for you. All right, so see you guys later. Bye.